At 41 years old, most footballers are long gone from the spotlight. Their names slowly fade, their records broken by the next generation. But some players are different. Some players are not just athletes, but symbols of time itself. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of those rare names that doesn't just belong to football, it belongs to history. For more than 2 decades, he has defined ambition, obsession, and greatness. From the streets of Madeira to Manchester United's famous Theatre of Dreams, from the glory nights of Madrid to the challenges of Turin, from Lisbon to Riyadh, everywhere he went, he carried the same hunger. He broke records that seemed impossible, lifted trophies that most players only dream about, and became an icon whose name is known even in the farthest corners of the world. He won 5 Ballon d'Ors. He scored more than 900 goals. He was the face of Champions League nights, the nightmare of defenders, the man whose celebrations became part of football culture. And yet, for all the glory, there was always one trophy missing. The one prize that slipped away again and again. The World Cup. He came close in 2006 when Portugal reached the semifinals. He hoped again in 2010, in 2014, in 2018. Each time the dream died. And in 2022, as Portugal crashed out, many believed it was over. He was too old. The game had moved on. His time had passed. But legends have a way of proving people wrong. The build-up to 2026 was full of doubts. Could a man in his 40s still carry a nation on his back? Could he still run, still score, still inspire? Pundits laughed, critics wrote him off. But Ronaldo trained harder than ever. Qualifiers were tense, but every time Portugal needed him, he delivered. The cameras never left him. The fans never stopped hoping. By the time the World Cup arrived, it wasn't just about football anymore. It was about destiny. Portugal's first group stage match came with pressure. Opponents young and fearless, determined to humble a legend. The world watched to see if Ronaldo could still do it. And then it happened. A free kick just outside the box. He placed the ball, took his steps back. The same ritual he had done thousands of times. The whistle blew. He struck. The ball flew over the wall, dipped under the bar, and slammed into the net. The keeper had no chance. Vintage Ronaldo. The stadium exploded. He ran to the corner flag, arms wide, face lit with fire. At that moment, every doubt was silenced. He was still here. Portugal took the win. The second game was different. It was chaos. Portugal struggled, mistakes piling up. The score was locked at 1-1 as the clock ticked into stoppage time. Nerves were shredded. The dream seemed in danger already. Then came the cross. Ronaldo timed his run perfectly, rose into the air, and seemed to hang there forever. His head met the ball, and the net bulged. The stadium erupted. Portugal survived, and whispers began to spread. Maybe this was destiny after all. The third match wasn't about goals. Ronaldo didn't score, but he didn't need to. He shouted instructions, pointed, encouraged his teammates. He moved like a conductor, orchestrating everything around him. The younger players followed his lead. Portugal won and advanced as group leaders. The message was clear. Ronaldo wasn't just a striker anymore. He was a leader, a general, a legend guiding his army. The round of 16 arrived with even higher stakes. Portugal faced a tough opponent who pressed hard and refused to give space. The score stayed level, tension mounting. Then Portugal won a penalty. The stadium hushed. Ronaldo picked up the ball, kissed it, placed it carefully. He stared down the goalkeeper, calm, unreadable. He stepped forward, struck cleanly, and the net rippled. Goal. The roar of the crowd was deafening. Portugal advanced. Ronaldo had done it again. The quarterfinal was brutal. Portugal conceded early, the team shaken. Critics everywhere said this was it. The dream was over. But Ronaldo refused. He dropped deep, collected passes, pushed his team forward. Minutes ticked away, and then in the 78th minute, the ball fell to him outside the box. He looked up, took one touch, and unleashed a thunderbolt. The keeper stretched, but it was hopeless. Top corner. Goal. Equalizer. The energy shifted. Portugal surged, scored again, and turned defeat into triumph. Ronaldo walked off with his head high, fire in his eyes. Then came the semifinal. 90 minutes passed, extra time passed. Still no winner. It came down to penalties. The pressure was unbearable. Ronaldo stepped up. He placed the ball, took his steps back, and struck. The ball flew past the keeper. Goal. Calm, ruthless, perfect. Portugal held on, won the shootout, and reached the World Cup final. And now the night of nights. The final. The stadium lights blazed. The entire world watched. For Ronaldo, this was the last chapter, the final test. The match began cautiously, both sides fighting for control. Every tackle felt heavy. Every chance felt like fate itself was watching. The first half ended goalless. Tension gripped everyone. Then, in the second half, the moment arrived. The ball bounced loose at the edge of the box. Ronaldo was there. One touch to control. He looked up. A defender lunged. He struck. The ball curled, impossibly precise, into the top corner. Goal. The stadium erupted into chaos. Fans screamed, cried, hugged strangers. At 41 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo had given Portugal the lead in a World Cup final. Minutes felt like hours. The final whistle finally blew. It was over. Portugal were champions of the world. The dream that haunted him for decades was finally real. Confetti rained down. His teammates lifted him high. His eyes glistened with tears as he walked forward. With trembling hands, he lifted the World Cup trophy into the air. The missing piece was finally his. The debate ended. The critics silenced. He had achieved the impossible. From a boy in Madeira with nothing to the biggest stage in world football with everything, Cristiano Ronaldo's journey was complete. And yet it wasn't just about him. It was about belief, about never giving up, about fighting when everyone says you're finished. In that moment, football didn't just celebrate a win. It celebrated the man who defied time, silenced critics, and became eternal. Cristiano Ronaldo, the legend who never faded, the champion who conquered time.